I was wondering, if she could keep on because the force has got a lot of power and it makes me feel like it makes me feel like
Hello and welcome to the only game in town. If you know something different, it's because we shit-can Jordan. Not really, he's on a date with the Breakfast Club, but...
I'm sorry, Jordan.
No, he's dating the Breakfast Club right now or some shit, I don't know. But he's not here, so it's just Mike and I. Mike, how we doing?
Actually Molly? Because that'd be funny.
What's that?
Is her name actually Molly, this girl?
I don't know, I hope so. That'd be a lot of fun.
Alright, let's dedicate this episode to Molly then.
Okay.
I kind of hope her name's Pippi Longstockings, though, because Jordan dating a girl named Pippi Longstockings would make my life.
It'd be too much. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that.
He'd match me in heaven.
Alright, so we got a few things to go over, but you were laughing pretty hysterically before it started with something about football. You want to...
Yeah, no, I was just scrolling through the ESPN Buccaneers blog, just trying to catch up on some shit before we got on here. And apparently Herm Edwards tweeted out his Super Bowl prediction for this year. Would you like to see the teams?
Of course.
His May 2014 prediction for the Super Bowl, he has the Steelers playing the Buccaneers.
What?
I know, right?
I would honestly not be surprised if neither one of those teams made the playoffs.
Hey, we're making the playoffs this year. Still.
I mean, you got Mike Evans. How can you not? But
dude, that's a bold-ass prediction.
That's a rough one.
I mean, the Steelers definitely revamped with the draft, and the Bucs, I think, are definitely on the up and up, but Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot of faith in both of those teams, which I don't think they're quite there yet.
No, I think the Steelers are still limping, but they definitely got some solid-ass linebackers in the draft.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to be up to the, Niners, Seahawks level.
You never know.
No, we'll see. We'll see. So did you hear anything new on the Aaron Hernandez case today?
I didn't hear. I know something happened today, but the last thing I heard is he got charged with 2 more murders like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he got charged with the 2 in Boston that, at a stoplight, he supposedly shot both of them. Today it was released that the reason he reportedly shot both of them was because one of them spilled a drink on him and they didn't apologize.
Oh my God. No way. This guy's fucking ruthless.
How is this guy from Connecticut? How did this guy grow up 35 minutes from us?
I don't know. That's ridiculous. It's outrageous.
I mean, you've been to Bristol. It's not that bad.
No. It's really there's definitely a lot worse towns. Like, Woodley. But
I don't.
It's just it's ridiculous because just that makes me think if that warranted him killing 2 people, how many? It must be close to 40 people he's killed if it's a drink spill that warrants a drive-by.
Yeah, if that's gonna warrant you just unloading a revolver on 2 people in the middle of downtown Boston, then
maybe it was a nice white shirt and they spilled wine. I don't know. Still.
Well, I'm sure his clothing are probably sitting next to Ray Lewis's in the bottom of the Potomac, so.
No, it probably isn't because they're too stupid to get rid of all this shit. And that's how he got caught for the first one.
Some of the shit that comes out about him and his lack of ability to get rid of evidence is baffling.
It's mind-numbing how dumb a human being can be when it comes to that shit. I mean,
what did he do? He left a bullet casing in the rental car underneath the seat?
Yeah, that, and he was waving the pistol at his own home security system when he walked in.
Oh, fucking moron. He's so dumb.
So dumb.
Alrighty, so that's about all the football I want to talk about for now.
Yeah, no,
actually, we didn't do anything since the draft yet, did we?
No, we have. We might have to wait for.
Yeah, we'll wait for Jordan on that one.
Yeah, we'll see if we let him back in.
Let's see. So, Clippers. Did you see some of the initial estimates of the offers? Which I'm not sure if those are true or not, but.
Let me pull. I think it was 1 to 1.2 bill.
Yeah, that was the official, but in the middle of the day today, they were saying $2.5 billion were some of the offers, and I don't think that's true, but
it might be. I mean, wow, sports teams is hot right now. That's outrageous. That's such a stupid sum of money.
When I think of that, that's what the Yankees should sell for.
Yeah, not a team that has won a championship ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for when they were in like Buffalo or whatever it was before that.
Yeah, not a team with 2 All-Stars.
Yeah, who just recently made the playoffs like 2 or 3 years ago for the first time.
Exactly. It's outrageous.
It's stupid. The whole thing surrounding that too about how like Shelley Sterling now can like sell the team is so funny because I guess there was like an official document like originally it was like leaked that she's gonna do it and then like Donald Sterling was like no I'm gonna fight that no way and there's like an official document that he like signed. It was like yeah she can sell the team. He's like oh no I'm gonna fight that too. Come on man just give up. Just fucking die.
There's just so much going around. It's the ESPN TMZ thing going around where they just like to someone wants to report something first, so it almost gets made up half the time.
Yeah, I mean it might. Who knows? But still, 1.2 billion is an outrageous amount of money for any team, really.
Oh, absolutely. So I didn't realize, and I didn't think he actually did. Oh no, Ray! Oh Ray, that's terrible.
What do you do?
Oh, he got away on a breakaway and tried to finger roll layup, and just Dr. Orange said no, thank you.
Damn it, Ray.
Oh, it was terrible to watch. So I didn't realize. I mean, I figured he, made a difference, but I didn't realize Ibaka had that much of a difference for the Thunder.
It's crazy. I think they said something like, what was it? They had like 6 blocks the first 2 games and without him, and 13 with him.
Oh.
It's nuts. And he's probably contributed about 3 blocks a game. That means just like his presence alone like makes Kendrick Perkins into a human being and not a corpse.
Oh yeah. And I've saw him block Timmy, which I've never seen Tim Duncan get blocked in my, instant memory.
He's losing his step. No, he ain't losing his step. I'm excited about the game tomorrow, though. That's going to be pretty interesting, seeing the Thunder rolling into San Antonio with this much swagger.
Oh, exactly. Russell Westbrook, and I know you guys don't like him, but holy shit, last game.
Yeah, no, it was nuts. And
40, 25, and 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is too bad that Jordan's not here because I'm sure he'd be able to pick that apart somehow. Despite the fact that he only took like 10 shots, he took like 22 field goal attempts. Like ridiculous.
He shot 50%. What do you want from a point guard?
That I guess.
Am I wrong in saying that I am infinitely more interested in that series than this one?
Oh no, absolutely. This one's stupid. I mean, I think the Pacers might probably have a good chance of winning tonight, just because backs against the wall at home. Like, if this team has a pulse, they should get up for this. But it's going to be a wipeout in Miami in 2 days.
See, that's the thing is like not only that, I've started to dislike the Pacers this year.
I never liked them. I mean, probably because they're in the Central Division with the Bulls, but I never found them an interesting team to begin with. I mean, Paul George is cool, I guess, but he's not like. It's not like. A lot of the other superstars have like something cool going for them. Like Steph Curry can light it up. Chris Paul is just like fascinating to watch. Blake Griffin can jump out of the gym. Paul George is like, oh yeah, you got 24 points. Great job, man.
Yeah, but he was the definitive number 3.
The team doesn't have any flash.
That's true. I don't know, but he was the definitive number 3 in the NBA for a few months.
Yeah, just he's. I mean, I'm not taking anything. He's a solid ass player, but he just like epitomizes that team. There just isn't a ton of flash to the team at all. They're just not. They're not interesting to watch, and just Miami is. I mean, I hate Miami, so there's that. But like, I don't know. There's just nothing. I don't feel like watching that series. I mean, LeBron's probably going to do some stupid things. Ray Allen's going to hit a 3. Dwayne Wade is going to intentionally try and injure somebody, and they're going to roll on to the finals.
It sounds about the formula they've used for the past 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, there is something to be said. There is something to be said for what Chris Bosh has been doing now.
He finally had a good game against the Pacers. That took what, 2.5 years?
Yeah, but I mean, just the entirety of the playoffs. Like he's just been quietly putting up 17 points, just like average. What he's been doing for the season, but the fact that he's effectively doing it in the playoffs and just.
Oh yeah, he's been shooting like almost 50% from 3.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing is just quiet about it. It's pretty crazy.
Kind of have to be. I mean, with the other two.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade decided he wanted to play basketball again, so he came back for the playoffs.
It's going to be his formula for the next however many years he plays basketball for.
Yeah, however long they can sustain that model of championship.
Well, that's going to be another interesting fold to it. Is what are they going to do with the team after the season? Because I don't think they can maintain the core of role players.
this is going to be a true test for Dwayne Wade because, if you look at it, he should not demand a max contract by any means.
Yeah, but he's gonna.
He played, what, 50 games this season?
What?
He played, what, 50 games this season?
Yeah, 50 or 60.
Yeah, you can't give a max to that. You give a max to LeBron, and then you see if, him, Wade, and Bosh will take almost max or something like that, whatever they can figure out. But
yeah, but it's still, they're going to have to find more gems. I mean, Chris Anderson's going to need more money. I don't know if his contract's up this year, but he's going to find money somewhere else for sure. I don't think he's the kind of guy that's going to take a veteran minimum to stay on the Heat. I think he still has some legs left. He's going to want to make some money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we'll have to find another big man. Odin's clearly not that answer, but...
No, and then Shane Battery is just geriatric at this point. He's not good at all.
Oh, he's this year's Mike Miller for them.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, who knew Mike Miller would have such a big... If you'd leave, like, a crater on that team. Like, they're definitely not nearly as lethal as they were last year with Miller.
Oh, no.
So Miller didn't really do much, but it was the games that he showed up and hit, like, 3 threes. And like, ah, shit.
Oh, damn, he's still alive.
Yeah, well, I mean, he buried the Thunder 2 years ago when they won. He scored, like, 18 points off 6 threes.
So let's move on to the $15 to pick your all-time team.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just open this up and I'll share the screen for it. And do that.
Yeah, I gotta open that too. But yeah, so you just shared this with me before we got on here. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, sorry I dropped that on you.
No, it's all cool. I don't have anything picked yet. I mean, obviously I'm spending $5 on Michael Jordan, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only one where I didn't even look at the other shooting guards.
I did just for jollies, but I mean.
The thing is, if I had to not pick Jordan, I don't think I'm picking Kobe. I'm picking Jerry West.
I don't know enough about him to pick him, honestly.
He was the epitome of leader, like perfect form, just.
Yeah, no, yeah. Once again, I just don't know.
Don't know enough about him to.
Yeah, I mean, you hear what you hear about these legendary guys, but I've never seen video of them. I mean, I know that he got kind of screwed that he had to play Bill Russell every year, but.
Well, that and he didn't have another player to play with until he got. Who was it? I think it was Will.
Or was it Worthy? The Worthy was.
No, Worthy was with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have anyone to play with. He still willed those Lakers teams to the finals without anyone until he finally won.
Yeah. It is pretty cool seeing like the number of current players that have made their way on there, like Dwayne Wade's and shooting guards, which I guess is reasonable. And KG and Dirk on the power forwards, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't think I could pick anybody to put over those guys. It's just interesting to see like a lot of current guys on there.
Oh, I know. So, at first glance, what would your team be?
I haven't done the math. Do you know yours yet? I gotta kind of add this up.
I think I went MJ, which is 5. I think I picked Dr. J at 3, so that's 8. Timmy, power forward, so that's 11. Shaq at 2, which is 14. Then I have to go Clyde at $1.
Which, when you pulled this up, I was kind of laughing because it's like, oh man.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But I don't know. I may drop Dr. J, pick up Pippen, and then get Stockton. But
yeah.
See, the thing is, like, I would love to get Isaiah Thomas, but he was such a poisonous asshole.
See, I was actually picking him just purely because Isaiah Thomas was pretty rad.
Oh yeah, he was unbelievable. But like, if you're trying to do this rationally, like a team that you would actually try to make a team that could work together, that would be my reason not to pick Isaiah. But if you're doing a pure talent standpoint, I would try to find a way to pick him.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I would. Can I take Steve Nash for 50 cents?
Yeah, I mean, I would rather have Steve Nash or Jason Kidd than Walt Frazier.
Yeah. That's one of the more head scratchers. So we're going to go ahead and say that Steve Nash is interchangeable with Walt Frazier for the intensive purpose of this program. Yeah, that's all right. So I'd want to go Jordan, Jordan and Pippen for chemistry and the fact that the perimeter would just be a fucking lock.
Oh yeah. So you're up to
That's
$7 now.
But Pippen's $1. That's 6. Oh yeah, and Nash is 7.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. 6. Sorry.
I'd take Nash for 7 just because Steve Nash is Steve Nash. And, so I got another $7 or $8 to play with. Oh boy, I'm gonna go hog wild on these front court players. I'm gonna go with the round mound and pound. $4.
There you go. So you got $3 left. You can do Wilt, Shaq, or Hakeem.
I got $4 left. I'd go with Russell.
You're going straight Russell?
I go Russell, Barkley, Jordan, Pippen, and Nash.
Ooh, that's a hell of a lineup.
Yeah, I think offensive and defensively it work. You could hide Steve Nash on defense because Lord knows he's pretty terrible at that. You had to behind Pippen and Jordan, and then Russell would just dominate the post down low defensively, and Barkley on the other end was just a killing machine.
Oh, absolutely.
It'd be
I
a
think
little
the hardest one was the small forward, really.
Yeah, that one is tough. I think it definitely would be fun to throw like Kevin Durant on that team, or Dr. J definitely would have definitely some pizzazz, or even if you took Raptors Vince Carter for 50 cents too. Have another dollar left over for 50 cents on Steve Nash, 50 cents on Carter, 5 on Jordan, then you could go like Abdul-Jabbar and Barkley. That'd be ridiculous. A team would score 1,000 points.
Play no defense, but
Nah.
Jordan would.
Jordan and Pippen.
Kareem could block shots, but he wasn't a great defender.
Yeah,
I just can't believe they had Karl Malone at $5. I would never pick Karl Malone for that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tim Duncan probably will be when his career's over, but he's probably the best power forward right now.
I think Tim Duncan's the best ever for power forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, like once he hangs him up, I think he will be. But just to the so this guy's already retired.
I don't know if I'd even have Dirk above Kevin Garnett.
Well, that's the two positions.
Nowitzki and Garnett.
You said Durant. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no, I mean Dirk and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, I think Garnett would be a better $2 bid, but it's a steal at $1 if you're into that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. These are fun.
Yeah, these are pretty fun.
It just sucks you can't get Magic having a 6'7" point guard who used to average like 12 assists a game.
Yeah, I know. Right? Well, that's why I put Nash in there because he was, I don't think you could argue whether he was an equal distributor to Magic Johnson or not, but he's still getting with that squad, he's going to get like fucking 15, 16 assists a game. And Steve Nash is still like, or if you take him in his prime, he was a prolific 3-point shooter. So you got, I don't know, I like my team of Nash, Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, and Russell. I think that's it's got power. I think it's quality.
Yeah, I mean, what you lose in defense for Barkley, you gain with Russell.
Yeah, exactly. Barkley played the team is undersized, but goddamn would it run.
How big was Bill?
Let's look it up. Well, I don't think he was over 6'10".
He didn't have to be back then.
6'10".
Alrighty, there we go.
So he was 6'10". Barkley was what, 6'7"?
So I finally hit. I finally hit the point where I couldn't take the book of basketball anymore, and I had to just put it down. I couldn't read it anymore.
What was it getting? Barkley was 6'6". Shit. Was it getting like too slanted towards Celtic stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get that with Simmons though.
He put Bill Russell at number 2 all time, which I don't agree with, but he made enough of a case where I accepted it.
Yeah, that's That's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, rings alone. The guy's got like 11.
Exactly. So then the next chapter, he goes over the top 10 best championship teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick one, what would it be?
Be 98 Bulls. Or 97 Bulls, right? That was the one that won 72?
It was that or 96. Yeah, that team that won 72 games, right? Like, it's not even a question.
No, that's one. And then there's everybody.
He had them at like 3, and then he picked the 86 Celtics as the number 1 team of all time.
Of course he did.
Like, I don't care how good Larry Bird was, Robert Parrish, fucking Havlicek, who's probably getting fired from the Rockets. They are not better than that 96 Bulls team.
No, I don't think so. I think in a vacuum that Bulls wins 60% of those games at least.
Like, Jordan was outrageous back then. I could not take that. I put the book down and I haven't picked it up since then. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's got that Trailblazers team up high too. That's probably number 2 or something, right?
Oh, the 77 Blazers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I once again, one of those things, I don't know enough about it to refute it, but I've heard enough that it's like, all right, that probably checks out.
He just got such a boner for Bill Walton.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Oh, Peter Wick. When did that happen?
Yeah, I just checked in on the score.
So, did you hear apparently Mos Def is not being allowed back in the U.S.?
What do you do?
Do you remember that really controversial video he made?
Negative.
He made like some video of him getting tortured in the same way that like people at Guantanamo Bay get tortured.
Ah.
And he tried to get back into the country, and there's like, yeah, no. So I guess he's living in South Africa now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's a damn shame. Well, hopefully he still makes music. He hasn't put anything out recently, has he?
No, it's been quite a while.
Kind of shit.
There was another thing on Barstool today, and since we talk about The Wire so damn much, I figured I'll bring it up.
Hmm?
Apparently, the police commissioner of Baltimore, I think he pistol whipped a guy.
I saw that, yeah. That's fantastic. Could you imagine if Rawls did that?
I could see it.
Oh, I could too.
By the way, what a perfect casting of a character for Bill Rawls.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know if anyone nails their character better than the guy who plays Bill Rawls.
Yeah, that guy's such an insufferable douche, and like every time, like even his compliments are just like outrageously backhanded. Like he never says anything positive about anybody.
Oh, I know when he tries to console McNulty after Kima gets shot.
Oh yeah.
He just spends the majority of the time saying how much of an asshole he is.
And he's like, "You're a dick. This isn't your fault. You're a huge dick. This isn't
big asshole."
Yeah.
Ugh.
He goes through like painstaking detail talking about how much of a douche he is.
Oh, I know. I just love how Jay is the perfect compliment to him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Something on my screen had like some ad playing Spanish stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got stagnant in the watching The Wire. Keep going with that. I stalled on like episode 2 of season 3, but I'll keep going at some point.
Yeah, no, I stalled too. I had so much other stuff going on. I haven't had free time, so I just didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so I went to Telluride Mountain Film Festival for Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And they had one of the like short films, like 20 minutes long, was shot entirely in like Wes Anderson style.
Oh, real like campy and like out of like a storybook kind of thing?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's great. And they showed like, just a table with each individual like set of equipment they're bringing and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
It was very well done.
That's sick.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorites actually of the weekend.
What was it? Just like a movie festival about climbing mountains and shit?
No. I mean, it was about like all sorts of shit. I don't know how to really describe it. Like one of them was about a national park in the Congo where there's an oil company trying to drill in the national park,
Mhm.
and they believe that the oil company is directly funding a military coup in the Congo. Like that, like it's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I don't know, kind of stuff like that, kind of stuff about like the environment, shit like that. But like the one about the Wes Anderson one was one of my favorites. It was definitely pretty awesome.
Yeah, speaking of Wes Anderson, I'm sure you saw a thing of Bill Murray crashing this guy's bachelor party.
No, I didn't get. I saw it. I didn't get to look at it yet.
That was funny.
Was it? I'll need to look it up.
Just Bill Murray being Bill Murray. I mean, that's got. I mean, if you had to make a list of people you'd love to show up for like an event like that, he's got to be towards it. Or really, of any event, just any event, just like, oh shit, yeah, Bill Murray's coming. Great.
That's pretty awesome. I need to definitely need to look that up when I'm done. But don't give me a mosaic of George Hill. George Hill doesn't deserve that.
Guy's such a scrub.
Oh, he sucks.
It's crazy though, because like we were just talking about the Heat having to figure out what they're doing in the offseason. It's going to be nuts when the Pacers get like totally dismantled.
Oh yeah. What if they pick up Shabazz?
I don't know. I think that's something we got to cover. Maybe next week, go over NFL draft and NBA draft kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely.
There's definitely a lot of cool things that are going to happen with the NBA draft, especially with like the picks and stuff. Like, I mean, who knows if Cleveland's going to trade or fuck up that first pick?
I'm sure they'll fuck it up somehow. Like if Embiid just dies somehow or something.
Sure he will. Just the air,
Back snapped in half.
the air quality in Cleveland just won't be up to snuff for his back.
It's good text, Jordan.
Yeah. It's interesting though because there's a couple teams. I gotta pull up the draft order, but like a couple teams have like multiple first like top 10 picks, and they could like really turn around. And the Bobcats slid in, which is nuts.
Detroit.
Yeah, because Detroit had like a top 8 protected pick or something like that, which is
Yeah, and they just fucked up the end of the season so badly they lost that pick.
Well, that in the lottery, it's just so funny because like anywhere within the top 8, Detroit retains the pick, and like who knows, Detroit could be pretty good next year. They get 9th, so Charlotte ends up stealing their pick. And now Charlotte could like take a legitimate swingman and become a pretty decent team if they could keep Kemba there.
Oh, I forgot. So what do you think of the Stan Van Gundy hiring?
I think that's great. I think it's good for.
I thought it was a real good move by them too.
It sucks for him that they didn't get the pick like right after he became the coach, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good. I like Stan Van Gundy.
I'm interested to see what he's going to do with Drummond because, I mean, if he can do a fraction of what he did for Dwight Howard for Drummond, the guy's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I think that, and if he goes kind of a similar route of what he did, in Orlando, where it's just a lot of shooters and then like a Drummond inside. I mean, he could flip Monroe for some really good perimeter players, and he could become just an offensive powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue I think for him is figuring out what the hell to do with Josh Smith.
Yeah, it's tough because he's got a huge contract, so they can't move him. So
No,
I think
no one will take that contract.
No, I think he's just got to beat it into his head that he can't shoot 3-pointers or he'll be benched.
Yeah, he's not a 3. That's
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean I think you got to flip Monroe and put him at 4, and then he could do some work.
yeah.
Another funny thing is a lot of the mock drafts I'm seeing have the Kings taking Marcus Smart, which I think would just be the fucking funniest thing in the entire world.
Oh my God, him and Boogie. Just two outrageous hotheads just going at each other.
Yeah, it'd just be so funny. It would just continue the downward spiral of that, and they're just gonna keep on getting in the lottery and being really, really crappy.
I don't want to see Marcus Smart go to the Kings.
No, I'd rather see him go somewhere because I think he will be good. He just, I don't know, as long as there's somebody. I don't know. I think he will be good as long as he isn't like the number 1 guy. If he has to take the back seat to somebody who's already established on the team, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm that picture of Wiggins for the vertical jump.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
Oh my God. It was outrageous. I All right, well, we'll keep it short today because we're missing the third part, and he keeps texting us anyways.
Yeah.
We'll do some rough goes.
All right. What do you got?
Do you have one or no?
No, I'll look one up real quick. I kinda have
Mine
one.
is Carolyn Wozniacki.
Oh yeah.
Oh, poor girl. Just gets dumped by a 3-minute phone call she thought was a joke. Right when they sent out the wedding invitations.
Hilarious.
And then just shits her pants in the first round of the French Open.
Yeah, that's great. And then
Oh, poor girl.
staying with that, did you hear that Serena lost too?
And Venus.
Jesus.
All three, yeah. Both of them got knocked out first round.
Women's tennis is crumbling. Crumbling.
Did you see on SportsCenter? It started raining, so they they didn't postpone. They just suspended play for a bit, and I guess they always have the players when they're sitting, they have a ball boy holding an umbrella for them.
Mm-hmm.
And Novak Djokovic had the ball boy come over and start hanging out with him.
Really?
Yeah, he had him sit next to him, and Novak took the umbrella from him and gave him some of his drink and stuff like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Those ball boys have such a shitty job.
Oh, it's horrible. And you just get treated like such garbage.
I know. Basically indentured servants. Whipping.
Oh. So yeah, that's my rough go. How about you?
I think, just off the top of my head, I gotta go with Tiger Woods and therefore the rest of the world because he's not doing the U.S. Open because of his back. It sucks. That's another golfing event that I was looking forward to, and now I will not watch.
Well, if Rory starts going nuts, I might, turn it on. But
I don't like Rory.
you don't?
No,
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
No, fair enough.
I
I
mean,
don't know, so I guess we're even.
I mean, a lot of the media hype wasn't necessarily warranted because he just he won that big event when he was younger, and they're like, oh man, here it is, next face of golf. I mean, he hasn't done shit since.
No, he
He
hasn't.
hasn't done anything since. He's crapped his pants in most of the previous majors and done nothing and gotten cut before the last day several times. No, not for me. If Lefty's heating it up, I'm going to tune it in because Lefty's a bomber. I love him.
I do not like Lefty. I'm not a fan.
Well, we're at an impasse.
I guess this is where we end the show.
Fuck you, Jim.
I wish Ricky Fowler was better. I'm just going to put that out there.
Wow. All right, I'm signing off.
Because just how obnoxious he is would drive people insane.
Oh, if Fowler won?
Just because of how fucking obnoxious of a human being he is.
Oh, he really is. He's the worst. The worst
All
kind.
right, we'll wrap up. We'll get back next week, hopefully with Jordan if he's done dating mid-'80s movies.
Go get him, Mother Ringwald.
Yeah, I'll see you in 16 Candles later tonight.
I hope Jordan brings her a cake.
I hope so.
Oh, do you
right.
think you got her to ask her out by standing outside of her outside of her window at a boombox?
I just assumed that. I didn't even want to ask. I just assumed that's what happened.
It's got to be the only way. Could you imagine seeing Jordan in a trench coat, when it's raining?
Doing the fist
Doing
after he gets the yes.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think I've ever.
Following him in the car playing Don't You Forget About Me.
Yeah. Do you think he drove away on a lawnmower? It's got to be it.
You'd assume, right?
That's the only way. I think that's Jordan's only play at this point. I think it's the only way.
Alrighty, well, we'll pick this up next week.
All right, sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Don't erase none of that good shit in the beginning. Yeah. Drinks on you. Get sting. Yeah.